Good morning. We forgot bait and we're wanting to do some catfishing. So we're breaking out the gulps, we're breaking out the skipjack rods and hoping we can catch something to fish with, to catch some catfish. I got my buddy Clint with me today. He's on the front of the boat. And I'm right here. We do see some fish like jumping around. So we might get lucky and get a skipjack. If not, hopefully we'll get some bluegill. Let's see if we can get something in the boat. There we go. Ooh. I got something pretty good here. Clint just got a bluegill, and I've got something bigger. I got a catfish. Bring the little net. This is not what I was expecting to catch, at least not yet. Hell, first catfish in the boat while trying to catch some bait. Clint got a nice bluegill. Now I got a nice channel catfish. Fun. I've seen people use channel catfish as bait and catch some good catfish, but I'm not going to use them as bait. I'm going to let them go. Cool. Well, that was fun. It was a 4-pound line, and that was a 4-pound catfish probably, or less. I'm going to try to reuse my Gulp Minnow. Might be able to get one fish out of it. Well, Clint's catching the bait. I just had something eat my gulp. Another bluegill. A few more of those and we'll be ready to rock and roll here. Alright, bunch of tiny ones here. So we're going to move to where we're going to catfish first, a new area. There's a bunch of docks there, so there should be some bigger bluegill. And who knows, might find skipjacks on the way. We just found a bunch of shad jumping. So we're breaking out the cast net, seeing if we can get some of them. Look at all the mayflies. These could be moon eye. So many mayflies, oh boy. If a bunch of these land in the boat, it's going to make the boat smell pretty bad. Got one, two. Oh, they're bluegill. And a bunch of mayflies. We can't keep these because we caught them in the cast net. So I'm just going to throw them back. You think they're all bluegill?
Yeah.
keep getting bluegills. So I think what we're seeing jumping here are bluegills eating all these mayflies. Toss them back since we can't keep them. See if they will eat a gulp. Yeah. Take it under. Clint is catching all of our bait. There we go. Finally got me a bluegill. Good sized one. That's good bait. A few more of these and we're ready to rock and roll. And Clint caught another small one. And Clint is the master of catching small ones. Now we got 3 different species in the boat and we're not even on a mixed bag trip. And I got myself a smallie. Definitely not using these smallies for bait. We are catching more than what I'm filming at the moment. We're just trying to get a few for my cooler, and I've actually filled up my bait tank so I can take some home. Of the bluegill, of course. I could literally make a full video of just doing this, but we are going to go catfishing. And I'm not going to film every single catch because we're catching them like crazy right now. Well, at least show one more. It's a good sized one too. This is the size bluegill I like to catch to use as bait. And Clint just caught one just about the same size. Alright, we're going to be dragging out of the small cove here. See if we can catch something out of it. I have never fished this cove before. I've fished near it, and when I fished near it, we caught some nice catfish. And that was with fishing with O'Dad. Oops. Let's try this again. Hopefully there's no snags in here. I'm probably not going to go 120 feet out because I have limited room here. Nice. Bluegill head for the right side. Double hook rig. There we go. My double hook rig. Whoa, letting it go out too far. There we go. Well, at least we can say we're not skunked. Now we just got to get a nice blue cat in or something. And a boat just parked right in front of me. Right at the mouth of this cove. Welcome to summertime. This is probably the shortest drag I've ever done. This is a tiny, tiny cove. Of course, you never know. There might be a monster catfish hiding underneath one of these docks. And they're older docks. I found older docks hold bigger fish. When it comes to crappie, bluegill, maybe catfish. Oh, there we go. Fish on. You can have that one. The sun is in the wrong place for this one. That's the double hook rig. 2 pieces of bluegill. I am seeing fish like on the sonar. I'm seeing a lot of fish on the sonar, but this is the first one to actually touch anything. The small one, you think? Or big one? And that is a big dog. I might need a bigger net. Maybe. Nah, I can get it with this one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need a bigger net. Yeah, I should have got the big net for this one. Oh man. A lot bigger than I thought he would be. That's a good fish. That's cool. Alright, I moved the camera to a better position because of the sun. That's a nice one. Cool. He's full of shad and bluegill and stuff too. They're feeding good with this mayfly hatch going on. Now the camera's working. We had a hitchhiker. We were reeling up to try a different spot, and this guy was on the line. Didn't even see him bite. Didn't see the planer board do anything. Oh, that's very amusing. And it's happened more than one time. I don't think there's anything on this one. Nice double hook rig. And that one, yeah, that's on one of my rigs that I made, where that hitchhiker came from. So yeah, we're gonna move. I really need to redo my own rigs here. They're getting old. That's getting beat up pretty good. But yeah, single hook rig, double hook rig. That's we're moving to another area that I've never fished that we're gonna try out. Probably maybe drag through, depending on what it looks like. All right, we've made it to a new area. To me, new to me, not new to Clint. And we're gonna see if we can catch some catfish here. Clint used to actually fish here because he knew someone that owned a dock, and he has caught literally everything, even striped bass back here, crazy enough. So we're gonna set up and drag our way out of here. And then the sun, once again, is going to be on the wrong side of the camera. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. See if we can get a big fish. Well, this cove was looking good. Seeing plenty of bait. We are seeing a bunch of gar. And the water is 87 degrees, so it's a bit toasty. This might actually be a better nighttime and morning or evening bite when things start cooling down. This heat definitely turns everything off, including me. I don't like 90, 100 degree days. But we're going to keep dragging here for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll get lucky. But we will be running away from this heat too here soon. I do have some things I need to do. One of them is rescue a bunch of gizzard shad out of a buddy's tank to put into my tank to maybe use them in the future. Well, I spoke too soon. Here's a fish. Again on the double rig. Oh, I don't know if he's still there. I think he got off. Oh, maybe not. It's going sideways. Maybe I got a gar on? He's got some weight to him. Huh. Well, spoke too soon about not catching fish in this bath water. Huh. Cool. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are in the bath water. Not too bad. Want to grab the net? Right behind you. I think we'll need the bigger net. Be better to use the bigger net. You got to get by my umbrella. I brought out the umbrella because of the sun. Oh, come on. Clint's was definitely bigger. Still a good fish. Right there. There you go. Warm water blue. Well, very cool. Two decent catfish in the boat and two small catfish in the boat. That makes for a good day. And I'm not surprised that we've got a couple on this, double hook rig. When you have double the amount, getting myself tongue-tied today. When you have double the bait, you attract more fish. And this is by Slunger Cat, of course, or Slunger Cat. And my coupon code is still valid. Billy10 will give you 10% off. Oh, now we got two bluegill heads on this one. Kind of turning here. My camera's a little sideways too. That's okay. I think I will make a big loop in this cove before we decide to call it. Maybe we'll get another fish doing so. All right, I think we're going to reel up and get out of here. I'm going to leave these while I close the video. Maybe we'll get another one while I'm talking again. But that's kind of cool. We got a good one in 30 foot of water while dragging with bluegill. And then we got one in this bath water. This is we're in 12 foot of water. This whole area is about 10 to 12 foot. And, 87 degrees, 12 foot of water. got a catfish. Now that catfish did not feel like it was 87 degrees. So I'm thinking, you know, the bottom here is probably more like 60 to 70, probably 70 degrees. With it being 87, it's probably 70 to 75. It's not, you know, crazy warm, but it's enough for the catfish to actually bite something. And all the gar we're seeing are on top. They're in the 87 degree water. I might have to come back here someday maybe to try to catch a gar. There is a trophy certificate for long-nosed gar and spotted gar here in Tennessee. And they're hard to catch, but if I bring a mop and tie a mop onto some line or whatever and toss it at the gar, I'd be able to catch it. And that would be kind of a cool video. But yeah, we're going to try to run away from this heat. It's already about 90 to 95 right now, and it's going to hit 100 degrees today. We do have a light breeze that's helping a little bit, but you know, it's summertime. I can't wait till fall and winter can get here when we got the colder weather. I like colder weather. I know most people like warm weather, but hey, we got some fish in the boat, had a good time. Now, as always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to actually watch my video. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I need to get back to the ramp pretty quick and then go get my bait tank and go get a bunch of gizzards. If I can make it. If I can't make it on time, because my buddy's leaving. He's going out of town, and if he leaves before I get to him, I'm not going to be able to get the gizzards. But I might try to cast net some or something. I really do want to try to pull some gizzards behind my boards to see if I could get a striper sometime in the future. So make sure you're subscribed, and thanks again for watching. I do hope to see you next time. And no bites.